You're about to discover how to earn while you learn. While you learn creative real estate investing. So this is for those of you who really want to be in this business, but right now do not have any financial resources whatsoever. This is how you get started from literally ground zero. In fact, this is where I was when I first got started, and that was I was finding deals. Now, in this video, what I want to share with you is not only the program that I've put together so that you can become an expert deal finder right out of the gates, but also the foundation, where it comes from, why this works anywhere, why anybody with any age can do it, and why it applies consistently over time. So it'll work great today, tomorrow, next year, 2 years after that. And this is where it all comes from. In any business, small, large, medium, any successful business is good at generating leads. Okay? This is this key item in all business, leads. Leads can be anything from people walking into a retail store, that's a lead, they haven't bought anything yet, but they're in the retail store, to in the real estate business, it's somebody who's looking to sell their property. Now, looking to sell, that could be leads for either a real estate investor or a real estate agent. Now, typically, real estate agents want leads so they can list the property for sale, whereas real estate investors look for leads in that they're looking to buy properties. To be specific, what I mean by leads are sellers. And there's one thing successful real estate investors and agents alike have in common when it comes to this business, is that they always want more of these. They always want more leads. More leads equals more opportunities for deals, which means more potential business, more money. Now, the way most successful real estate agents and investors operate as it relates to leads is they generate them in an automatic fashion. Let's talk about some examples of automatic lead generation. That could be advertising, ads. Maybe it's billboards, radio, television, ads in the newspaper, other print. Maybe it's ads that are online. So they have automation from that perspective. Maybe they are paying for online stuff. Maybe it's Google AdWords, those sorts of things. You have all kinds of ways in which people can generate leads automatically. REO real estate agents, they call them REO agents, those that list properties for banks, the way they get automated leads is from asset managers. The asset manager for, say, Bank of America will give them a call and say, hey, here's some more properties. Real estate investors sometimes use things like the MLS. I know that's more of the traditional side of the business. But what happens is when you become successful in business and you want to become more and more productive, you turn to automation to get there. And that's what happens. You use automatic techniques to get leads. Now, there's an entirely different way in which to generate leads that us investors that are successful, top producing REO agents and top producing agents in general, don't ever touch. And it's called manual. There are some manual ways to generate leads that we're not touching. And that's where your opportunity is. That's how you're going to earn while you learn, because you can manually get to these deals. This side of the equation requires money. No matter how automated and how technically advanced you are, at some level there's a cost for any sort of automation for lead gen. Okay? Whereas with manual, the biggest missing element is time. Time and effort. So if you have the time and you put in the effort, you can find great deals. You can find great deals that we're never going to find because you're doing it the manual way. And so that's what this program is all about, is manually tracking down and finding leads and then selling those leads to these types of investors and agents. That's the whole concept. And so where do you find these things manually? Maybe it's door knocking certain lists of people. Maybe it's driving around. Maybe it's cold calling. I know what you're saying. That doesn't sound fun. Cold calling, driving around, door knocking. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, this is very noble, by the way. A lot of great business owners and investors, they all had to start somewhere. A lot of them got started door knocking. My mentor's mentor, his name is Ted Welch. You can Google him. He was a legendary real estate investor in Nashville. And he just passed away. And that's why you'll see obituaries and stuff about him if you Google him. Well, when Ted got started, Ted was door knocking, selling Bibles door to door. This was like in the early 50s. He became extremely successful in business. So this is quite noble, by the way. And if you've never been in business before, this is a great place to start. It may not sound fun, it may not sound exciting, but it's a great place to start because it can really give you some fundamentals, some foundational lessons on dealing with people, on overcoming rejection. Those kinds of things are huge for your success in business. They really are. They don't sound exciting, but it's the truth. And so many successful people can tell you that. The company that Ted Welch worked for was a company called Southwestern. They sold books door to door. They still do today. And there's so many famous and successful people that have come through Southwestern that have done door knocking. So keep that in mind. So the manual way requires time, it requires energy, and you're getting out there and you're reaching out to a population or a group of people that we don't connect with typically on the automation side. So let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, it's people that are in pre-foreclosure. Well, the automatic way is you do direct mail. Okay? So you mail them. Well, mail costs money. And the typical response rates on mail is like 2%. So you're getting very few calls. Door knocking, you can get a huge, huge conversion rate because you're actually physically going to the door. And so in this program, this Earn While You Learn program, you're going to get the scripts of exactly what to say, where to stand, what to do, how to communicate with these people. Not only door knocking, but cold calling, as well as what to look for when you're driving around. And there's so many more ways as well in this program that I teach you, specifically how to get to leads that other people aren't getting to. And it's a way for you to turn your energies into some instant cash in this business. It's the fastest way to make money. You're not going to make a ton of money. So let's break down what this program is. It's really 3 steps. And so we've already talked about step 1. And step 1 being leads, which is sellers. So step 1 is actually to connect to sellers. And we talked about door knocking, we talked about cold calling, driving around. There's several ways that you can connect to sellers. Now that doesn't mean that every single seller you connect to is going to be a great opportunity. So number 2 on this 3-step plan is going to be that you're going to qualify. In this program, you're going to learn what to say, what to ask, how to control the conversation, and how to get to the bottom of whether or not this could be a lead to which, number 3, you are going to monetize. Monetize, meaning you're going to sell it. You're going to turn into money. So monetizing, who are you selling that to? You could sell it to local investors. You could sell that to, certainly you want to have some local agents on your list. And I'll tell you a little hint right here. Pick the best agents, because the best agents have the most money, and they're the ones most willing to pay for leads. In some cases, you may even want to try to sell it to my apprentices. I put this number 3 on the list because we're probably not as big, and so you're probably going to have a better opportunity to sell to these groups, because I may even have an apprentice in your area. Okay, so monetizing, what are you selling these leads for? Well, that's the thing. You're not selling it for a ton of money. Maybe it's $100. Maybe it's $50. Maybe it's $20. Maybe in the beginning you start off a little bit lower, and then as your lead quality is better and better, these agents and investors like the leads coming, then all of a sudden you can raise your prices. And it also depends on the area. Certain parts of the country, leads are more expensive than in others. When I say that, it's because there are other companies out there that automate and generate leads for agents and investors and sell them on a per lead basis. So you're not, just recreating the wheel here. This is already happening in the marketplace. The difference for you is you're manually going out and sourcing deals, connecting with sellers that other people are not connecting with. And then you're qualifying them, which is another nice step. That way, by the time you get to these groups, you're not throwing junk at them. Because one of the things I did when I first got started is every time I talked to a seller, I thought that was a great deal. And I was, sending it over to an investor or an agent. And after a while, they're like, Phil, you're just throwing up a bunch of junk. All of a sudden, I was like the boy who cried wolf. So you don't want that either. It takes education. Not a lot, but it takes this program for you to understand not only where to connect with these people, but what to ask so you know what a potential winner looks like, so that when you try to monetize it, they're excited about the lead, and they're not going to just turn around and turn you away and close your door on you. And so you have to know how to talk to these people as well, which we share with you as well. How to monetize, how to communicate that you want to sell these leads. And so I use the number 100, but maybe it's a little less in the beginning, or maybe it's even a little bit more depending on your area. I've seen as much as $400 or $500 in some of the really higher end areas of this country, say parts of California, parts of the major cities where the price per property is a lot higher. Because think about it, if one listing is, say, a $500,000 sale, and let's say the local agent gets 3% of that, that's $15,000. Paying you $500 up front ain't that big of a deal, is it? But it's a big deal to you. So that's this system, start to finish, connecting, qualifying, and monetizing. And that's how it works. And when you learn specifically how to do this, you can apply this anywhere, any marketplace, anytime, no matter what your age, no matter what your background. This is completely democratic. If you get out there and you follow through and you execute, there are going to be investors and agents that are so happy to get leads. Because there's always, always, always a demand for more leads. Okay, so the cost of this program is $97. There's a button just below here to get started, to get access to it. It's a digital course, so you can get instant access to it as soon as you join right now. And you can then watch the videos, and I have the scripts, I have all of the details you need in order to get started and get going on this thing. Now, the local investors, local agents, I show you how to locate these people. I show you what to say to them, how you position it so you get paid. And I want you to put it in these terms. Okay, so if all of this program did for you was help you do just a couple of deals, you made $200, would it be worth it to you? Of course it would, right? You doubled your money, and you got to earn while you learned. So what if this does a lot of deals for you? What if this becomes a consistent thing on the side? You're making $5,000, every couple of months. Is it worth it to you? Yeah, as a matter of fact, it is, right? In fact, it's a great deal. So when it comes to something like this, obviously you've got to want it. You've got to want to be in real estate investing. But what a great way to get started. So many people have gotten started right here, becoming a deal finder, becoming a lead generator. Sometimes people use the phrase bird dog. A little bit different than just a typical bird dog, because I'm showing you a lot more about how to qualify and then how to monetize these things wisely. All right, so again, the button to get started, just below here, it's $97, one-time payment, that's all, and then you get access to this entire system digitally, so you can log into it wherever, whether it's on your phone or if it's on your computer, and you can soak up this knowledge, and then you can begin to apply it and hopefully be putting money in your pocket right away. I mean, since you're getting paid up front, you can get paid really quickly. You can get paid very fast because you're not waiting to get paid when the deal closes. Sometimes bird dogs do that. You never want to do that because you never know if the deal's going to close. You want to get paid up front, right when you provide the lead. That's the key. Now, some of these people, if you've never done it before, they may not want to pay you until they've actually talked to the lead, to the seller, and made sure they're for real. That's fine. I mean, you can probably put a little guarantee on there, like, hey, assuming the person actually picks up their phone, but getting paid for the lead up front is the key. That means that's fast cash for you. And that's why this is called the Fast Cash Deal Finder course. You're finding deals, you're making quick cash, it allows you to earn while you learn. So again, click the button just below here, just $97, click right here, and get started with this. And I'm excited to hear your success stories. I'm excited for you to hopefully do enough deals where now all of a sudden you're so comfortable in real estate, you're ready to go the automated way, you're ready to learn how to put deals under contract, structure deals, and close deals. And hey, maybe you join our apprentice program. Maybe. Or maybe you're doing so well with this, you don't even need to. All right, well, thank you so much for watching this video. I really encourage you to get enrolled right now. Just click the button just below here. It's only $97. I mean, if all the system does for you is help you close, make 1 or 2 deals, I mean, gosh, you've earned and you've learned. Fantastic. It's a no-brainer. So get enrolled right now, and once you get started, you'll get instant access, so you can literally begin immediately on this right here. All right, well, I look forward to hearing of your success stories, finding great leads for local investors and agents. Maybe you'll put together a couple of deals for our apprentices too. Maybe. All right, thanks for watching. See you on the next video.